Hi friends, I am CA Mitesh Nadkani and welcome to PMT YouTube channel. In continuation with my previous video on SA505 external confirmations, today I am going to take you through some practical aspects of SA505 external confirmations. Let's run through the questions one by one. What is the extent to which an auditor should be involved in the process of obtaining external confirmations? The engagement team of the auditor should be involved right from beginning in the process of obtaining external confirmations. They should not only rely upon the management to send the external confirmations, but they should actually do the sampling, identify which parties they want to send the confirmations, and then they should be involved in the entire process of sending the external confirmations. Which type of confirmations offer a high degree of reliance, positive or negative? Before explaining or going through the questions, let us understand what are the positive confirmations or negative confirmations. Positive confirmations are those in which it is expected that the opposite party should reply in any case, and negative confirmations are those in which the opposite party replies only in case if they have a negation to what the confirmations have been asked for. So from the explanation, friends, you would have understood that positive confirmations have a higher rating as compared to the negative confirmations. Can external confirmations be obtained in an electronic form? Do these have the same level of acceptance, validity as a physical received confirmations? Friends, this question is very important in the current scenario of COVID-19. You all would be aware that now the auditing is usually happening from a remote place. Maybe everybody is sitting at an office place, or maybe doing work from home and then doing auditing. So it is practically not possible to get confirmations in the physical form in the current scenario. So yes, external confirmations in an electronic form are accepted, but some care has to be taken from a perspective of auditor. The auditor needs to see that whether the confirmations have received from a right source, from a right email ID, and that acceptance the management has to give, that yes, the confirmations have come from a proper email ID of the client or from the person who is actually sending. How should the auditor deal with the management refusal to send out request to obtain external confirmations? There are certain instances when the management refuses to send confirmations which have been listed or which have been shortlisted by the auditor. In such scenarios, the auditor should understand the reasons of such refusal. If there are some genuine reasons like court cases or any other things, then the auditor has to perform alternate audit procedures to understand whether the balances are properly mentioned in the books of accounts or in the financial statements. So just by the management refusing for sending a particular confirmation does not mean that there would be something wrong. There would be genuine reasons for it. But if there are no such reasons, and if the management still refuses, or the auditor is not in the position to do any such alternate audit procedures, and if he has a doubt over such confirmations or such balances, then the auditor would have to make a proper remark in its audit report. What precautions should be taken in obtaining external confirmations during this current COVID-19 scenario? Friends, we have already discussed this question, one of these questions, stating that in the current situation, one of the important aspects of external confirmations is getting through electronic mail. But whether you receive a confirmation or do not receive a confirmation, the auditor in the current scenario of COVID-19 will have to understand, or will have to overall understand the risk of material misstatement in a particular confirmation if it does not come. The auditor in the current scenario will have to perform alternate procedures to check whether the balances are properly stated in the financial statements. Maybe he will have to see to the subsequent accounts, the subsequent realizations if he's checking for debtors, the subsequent payments if he's checking for creditors, and many other things to understand that the balances which are mentioned in the financial statements are proper or not. So just by not getting a confirmation in the current scenario would not make a particular auditor to qualify or make a note in its report. So friends, I hope you would have liked the questions which I have posted to you. Thank you so much for your patient hearing, and keep watching PMT YouTube channel.